Good morning, students. Today we shall be studying AC generator. So this is the last point in the chapter electromagnetic induction, and it is important from your exam point of view. You can expect a 5 marks question from AC generator. So AC means alternating current. There are two types of currents, DC and AC. DC is what? Direct current. That is the current from the flowing from positive terminal of battery to negative terminal. The current which flows in one direction is called as DC, whereas AC is alternating current, changing current. So this is the waveform of AC current. So you can see from the figure, the current changes periodically with time. So this changing current is called as alternating current. And this device, AC generator, it converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. It is a device that converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. So this device is called as AC generator. This device was discovered by a Yugoslavian physicist. His name was Nikola Tesla. Now what is the principle of this AC generator? So this is based on the phenomenon of electromagnetic induction. So in this chapter electromagnetic induction, many a times I have told you, whenever there is change in flux linked with a circuit, an EMF is induced in it. The same principle is used for this AC generator. So here what is done is, a coil is rotated in a magnetic field. So when a coil rotates in a magnetic field, the flux linked with it changes and an EMF is induced in it. So this is based on EMI, that is electromagnetic induction. So this is the principle of AC generator. What is the construction of AC generator? This simple figure will explain you the construction of AC generator. You can see in the figure, we have a rectangular coil and it is placed in a uniform magnetic field P between the two pole pieces N and S of a magnet. This is the direction of the magnetic field from North Pole to South Pole. Now this coil is free to rotate about an axis which is passing through its center and it is perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field. Now the ends of the coil are connected to slip rings and carbon brushes and then they are going to the external circuit. So the ends of the coil are connected to the external circuit through slip rings and carbon brushes. So this is a simple construction of AC generator. So what points we have done now? We have defined what is AC generator, what is the principle of it, and what is the construction. What is the definition of AC generator? It is a device that converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. And what is the principle of AC generator? It is based on electromagnetic induction. And this simple figure will explain you the construction of AC generator. Now we shall work out the theory of AC generator. In the theory of AC generator, today we shall be deriving expressions for EMF induced in the coil and also an expression for current induced in the coil. So before going to the actual derivation, let us recall the expression for flux linked with the surface, which we had done in the very first lecture of electromagnetic induction. So long back I had told you, suppose you have any surface of area A placed in a magnetic field B, then the flux linked with the surface is given as BA cos theta. B is the magnetic field, A is the area vector represented along the outward normal, theta is the angle between A and B. So this expression we are using today to find out the flux linked with the coil. Now let us say the coil has got n turns and area of each turn is equals to capital A. It is placed in a uniform magnetic field B between the pole pieces N and S of a magnet. Now initially at t equals to 0, suppose the plane of the coil is like this, that is, it is perpendicular to the direction of the magnetic field. So this position of the coil I have shown by the dotted lines here. At t equals to 0, this is the plane of the coil perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. Now the coil rotates with an angular velocity omega. So if let us say the coil rotates through an angle theta in time t. So at time t, this is the deflected position of the coil. Now, what is angular velocity of the coil? So last year you have studied the term velocity. Velocity is distance divided by time. Now here it is rotational motion, so we speak of angular velocity. What is angular velocity? Angular velocity omega is the angle divided by time. So theta is the angle covered in time t. Therefore angular velocity omega is theta upon t. So if you cross multiply, you will get theta is equals to omega t. Now let us find out what is the flux linked with the coil in this deflected position. This is the new position of the coil in which it has turned through angle theta in time t. So to find out the flux linked with the coil, let us make use of this expression. Now there are n turns in the coil, so flux linked will be n phi b. Phi b is the flux linked with one turn of the coil. There are n turns, so total flux will be n phi b. So what is the value of n phi b? N phi b is equals to n as it is. To find out the flux linked with one turn, we shall make use of this expression BA cos theta. So I have substituted here BA cos theta. What is theta? Angle between the area vector A and the direction of magnetic field. The area vector A, I have told you, it is represented along the outward normal to the surface. So this is the flux linked with the coil. Now as the coil rotates in the magnetic field, what happens? The flux linked with the coil changes, and you know that whenever there is change in flux, an EMF is induced in the coil, and the magnitude of induced EMF is given by Faraday's law, that is E is equals to minus d by dt of the flux, that is induced EMF is rate of change of magnetic flux. Now here E will be minus d by dt of the flux. Flux is n phi b, so it is minus d by dt of n phi b. Now we have to substitute the value of n phi b, that is the flux, and simplify. So let us put the value of n phi b as nba cos omega t. So I have written it here. E is equals to minus d by dt of nba cos omega t. Now let us take the constant outside the differentiation sign. nba is a constant, so let us take it outside. nba outside, d by dt of cos omega t. So if you differentiate cos omega t by the laws of differentiation, the differentiation is minus sin omega t into derivative of omega t, that is omega. So derivative of cos omega t is minus sin omega t into omega. Now let us slightly rearrange the terms. Minus into minus becomes plus. Omega we shall take at the start. So it will become nba omega into sin omega t. Now this nba omega I shall denote as E0. So E is equals to E0 sin omega t. What is E0? E0 is equals to nba omega, and E0 represents the maximum value of the induced EMF. We also call it as the peak value of induced EMF. So what is the final expression for induced EMF? E is equals to E0 sin omega t. This is the EMF induced in the coil at a given instant of time t. So it is also called as instantaneous induced EMF in the coil. And from this expression you will see that how E varies with time t. It is a sine curve like this. If you plot a graph of E against t, you get a sine curve like this. This is alternating induced voltage. Now if you want to find out what is the current induced, then what is done is you connect an external resistance R in the circuit. So between the ends of the coil you have connected the resistance R. So the voltage applied to it is E. We shall find out what is the current through the resistor. We shall make use of Ohm's law. Ohm's law is V is equals to IR. So what is I? Voltage upon resistance. So here voltage applied is E. And what is the value of current then? Current is nothing but voltage divided by resistance. It is E upon R. Put the value of E and simplify. E is E0 sin omega t divided by R. So what is E0 upon R? E0 upon R we shall denote as I0. So I0 is equals to E0 upon R. So this I0 is the maximum value of induced current, and we call it as the peak value of the current. So the final expression for induced current is I is equals to I0 sin omega t. So this is induced EMF and this is induced current. So these are the expressions for EMF and current induced in a coil. So what points will you remember for the derivation? First thing is you have to find out flux linked with the coil in the deflected position. Then find out the EMF induced in it, that is, it is given by rate of change of flux. Put the value of flux and simplify. You will get induced EMF. Induced EMF divided by the resistance gives you the induced current. So two expressions are there, one for induced EMF, another for induced current. So this theory of AC generator is asked for 5 marks in your exam, and it is important from your exam point of view. Sometimes the figure of AC generator plus the theory of AC generator together is asked for 5 marks. So learn this derivation very carefully. So in the first session, we had seen the definition of AC generator, the principle and construction, and in the second part we have worked out for the derivation of induced EMF and the induced current. So this is all for today's session. Thank you.